All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Comedy Sports, live from our living rooms to yours. Are we wearing pants? Are you wearing pants? Does anyone know? All right, welcome your referee for this evening to the field, Lisa Little.
Thank you so much, Mr. Voice. Hi, loyal fans. It's so good to see you all. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas. I know there are people tuning in from all over, so do me a favor real quick. Let's go over the chat function for tonight. Down at the bottom of your screen, there should be a button that says chat, and it should pop up either a sidebar here, or a little chat bubble somewhere. Go ahead and flood that chat, type in it where you're from. But first, sorry, probably should have started with this. There's a little toggle that says to all panelists and all attendees, or it says to, in the chat bar. Go ahead and switch that to all panelists and all attendees so that we can, oh, they're flooding in now. That way we can all interact with each other. It's like we're socially distancing appropriately, hanging out from our homes. Perfect. So tonight, if you have never seen a comedy sports match, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you're going to see. It's competitive head-to-head improv. So you're going to have a red team and a blue team battle it out based on your suggestions. Tonight, all of you out there in your living rooms, bedrooms, studies, wherever it is you're tuning in from, I see New York, Japan, Bernie, oh man, all of these places. Hi, thank you. This is amazing. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw out suggestions into that chat. I'm your referee, so I'm gonna be prompting you guys to give us, I'm gonna ask you questions, but really anything that you put in that chat, mind you the fouls that are coming up, I will take and we will use, and it will be a good old time. Now, your red team and your blue team will battle it out, and you guys will get to vote. We have a poll option that you will see pop up occasionally when we prompt it, and you will click for the red team, the blue team, keep points, lose points. So it is all depending on you, because it's based on your suggestion, it's based on your vote. So if tonight is amazing, loyal fans, that's who you are, it's on you. Good job. Now, if tonight's a little bit less than amazing, remember, loyal fans, it's on you. It's a big weight to carry. So thank you. All right, so let's go over those rules, because I'm a referee and comedy sports is the official sport of comedy. That means we're not going to do scenes about sports because, let's face it, we all probably grew up in the theater somewhere. But what we're going to do is we're going to play these improv games competitively. So the first and most important rule that we have here at Comedy Sports is called the brown bag foul. Now, the brown bag foul is when anybody either on the field or in the chat says something inappropriate, right? So anything that's lewd, crude, racist, sexist, explicit language, explicit content. We don't want to go there because we don't have to, because we can be funny without it. If our players slip up and have a human moment and say something in the moment, we're going to make them put a bag on their head and we're going to take points away from their team. It's a super huge deal because everybody here is out for glory. Yes, all we get is this virtual win. But because you're at home and you're going to be using that chat, you'll have the time to process from your brain to your fingertips. So don't type anything inappropriate, because I don't know about you guys, but my youngest is in first grade, and that's pretty young, and he's watching and he can read. So we don't want any of your children or your teenagers especially seeing something inappropriate and you having to explain to them. And we sure don't want you them having to explain anything to you, because let's get it. You know, today is a weird day, right? It's a weird time. So our second foul that I'm going to call each and every time is called the groaner foul. Now, this is when something is a little bit more punny than funny. Something that maybe is considered a dad joke. You know what, Mr. Boyce, can you show up back on screen for our loyal fans?
I can.
Would you mind giving us an example of a grown or foul since you're a dad?
Yeah. Hey, Ref Lisa, do you know what is made out of leather and spreads disease? It's
No.
a shoe. Oh gosh, a shoe.
Oh, can you please flood that chat with either an or the word grown or groaner? Like, yeah, thank you so much. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about if you have a friend over and then your father comes out and says something and he thinks he's funny, but really it's just embarrassing. That's what we're talking about. None of that. If we see that, you guys will get to see our wonderful players apologize for offending yours, mine, or Mr. Boyce's sense of humor. And they will have to, oh, hi. Hi, Morgan. You're muted, but your camera's on. Great. Zoom, am I right? Virtual funness. That was Morgan. She's wonderful. You'll see more of her in a moment. But that grown or foul, you'll get to vote yes or no, whether they keep or lose points. And I'm always an advocate for taking things away from people as a form of punishment. Negative reinforcement, I guess is what that's called. Anyways, so we're going to be playing several games tonight, and I'm going to need constant interaction from you guys in that chat. So if you are able to, go ahead. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to exercise your fingers by typing responses into that chat right now. Now, these responses are going to be looked at by our moderator, and our moderator is the person who's going to view the chat and make sure that everything's appropriate. If something's inappropriate and it's like skirting the line, he'll send you a private message. His name's Eric. He's really an awesome dude. He'll send you a private message that gives you a warning. And if it's super inappropriate, he's just going to kick you out. And that's because we don't know how to like put a bag on your head at home, and it would be irresponsible. So we're not going to do it. So I'm going to give you some questions, and I need you to answer them into the chat right now. What is a color that is interesting, that is not your standard like blue, red, purple, something that's like a spin-off, like chartreuse? I don't even know what color chartreuse is. Is it yellow? Is it green? Is it hybrid? Perfect. I also need you to give me, if you were to have a stuffed animal, and it's not like a teddy bear, it's like a cool stuffed animal that you just had to win at a fair, what kind of stuffed animal would that be? Go ahead and put it in that chat. Perfect. If you could have the dream occupation, now I mean dream occupation, right? Like not many people, I mean, some people want to be a lawyer, but like money wasn't an issue, right? Like I would probably want to be a dream analyst. Like let's get real funky with it. Put that dream occupation into that chat. Fantastic. Now,
not an architect.
Not an architect. Thank you. I told you you'd see more of her later. I have a feeling this is going to happen. Great. Over and over again. Bits. All right. So let me also get you guys to put in that chat a phrase of something that you've yelled out recently, because I've been homeschooling my children, that you wouldn't expect, right? Keep the brown bag foul in mind. You can't do anything inappropriate. But like the other day, I yelled out, "Why is there pizza on the floor?" What would be a random phrase that you might yell out? Perfect. For all of you mothers out there, I know there's a few moms. What was your favorite Mother's Day gift that you've gotten ever, right? Was it a macaroni necklace? Probably not. Probably a real one, but that's okay. And then if you had all the money in all of the world, right? If you were essentially Jeff Bezos, what's the first thing you might purchase? Go ahead and put that in the chat. And for our last thing is, I need a super duper name for a fake superhero, right? We already have like the Flash, he runs really fast, but like, what's an alternative name for somebody like the Flash, right? Like Smoking Heels? I got nothing. Great. Those are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful suggestions, and we are going to use those later, and I'll let you know when. But now that you have your fingers all warmed up, our players have been doing calisthenics, especially Morgan, getting warm. I've got like one of those fancy ring lights right here, so I'm starting to get the little mustache sweats. Let's go ahead and throw it back over to Mr. Voice as we call all of our players back to the virtual fields.
Y'all ready for this?
All right, loyal fans, we got some players for you. Coming up first from your blue team, the Quarantine, wearing number... No, that's Morgan. Dang it, Morgan. From the blue team, wearing number 25, Caesar Poseidon Romero. Come on, Caesar. All right, also wearing number 21, it's a fancy bottle of Cristal Hernandez. And your captain of the blue team, number 42, Jason Mandan Boyson. All right, up first for the red team, the Isolation Nation. In a surprise to no one, it's Morgan Williams. Wearing number 909, Jaylene Cuisine Sager. And our mystery player this evening, if she's from the Twin Cities, which is in Minnesota, it's Erin. All right, loyal fans, let's hear it one more time for our referee, Lisa Riddle.
Thank you so much. That's right. Our mystery guest is from the Twin Cities, and her name's Erin. Fun fact, she was literally the day before she was about to hop on a plane to come play in our San Antonio theater is when we all went to stay home orders. So that didn't happen. So it's just kind of amazing that she can tune in where she's at and still be here and play with us because we just love Erin here. All right. With that being said, let me hear you guys at home give a big round of applause because I need both of my captains to the virtual playing fields right now. Hello.
I'm so excited.
Yes. Okay. So you're from Minnesota. What's the most interesting thing about Texas so far since you're here?
Oh my gosh. First of all, it's very hot. So that's something that I need to get used to a little bit. I'm, sweating a little bit. But otherwise, it's mostly just the spiciness of the food.
We do like our peppers.
Yeah, I like crushed black, like pepper, but I only like a little bit because then it just gets too spicy.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Texas folks, go ahead and say, oh, in the chat. You can't handle a jalapeno. You can't be in Texas. No. All right, Captain Jason, Captain Erin, go ahead and shake hands. Virtual, I'm sorry. He's a hand licker. Not good for these times.
Oh yeah, I forgot rules.
All right, so in lieu of a coin toss, because I don't have any change around me, I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds on my count to go find something that is delicious that you would snack on if you were watching this match right now. Are you ready? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's time to come back. All right. Let's start with Jason. I just have to know, what do you have there?
I ate a bird.
All right, Erin. What do you have?
I found bananas because it's the blandest thing that I have.
You know what? As much as I love birds, you had a bluebird, and bluebirds are probably endangered in some part of the world. So I'm going to go with plain old bananas as the winner of this coin toss. Fantastic. Now, I am going to challenge both of you to a ref choice round, which means both of your teams will play. It's going to be the game of ABC. So go ahead and assemble your teams.
Okay.
Perfect. So you're going to see a game called ABC, right? And I need your help on this one. They are going to go one player at a time on the virtual playing field. They're going to do a scene, and the beginning word of their sentence has to go in alphabetical order, right? And if they fall out of alphabetical order, I will rotate them. If they hesitate too long to come up with a word that's the right letter, I will rotate them. I might be grabbing different suggestions throughout. So do me a favor, loyal fans, flood that chat right now with a delicious treat that you, in fact, are eating right now. Or if you could have a snack, it would be a snack right now. Hopefully it's not a bird with blue feathers or bananas, because we've already seen that. All right, I am seeing cashews. Cashews with a huge exclamation point. Cashews is a suggestion for your first scene. Now, players, let me get my first two players out here. In the game of ABC, are you ready?
Ready. Who's first?
Me.
Red team.
About tired of these nuts. Ready to eat something else for a change.
But it's a good thing I cashew this blue bird for lunch.
Come on! Birds are disgusting. You know we're vegetarian lizards.
Don't be mad. I was just trying to give you something different to eat.
Everybody's always trying to give me something new to eat. Tired of it.
Felicia, just don't worry about it. We'll stop eating altogether.
Gosh, that...
I'm sorry, that looked like a hesitation. Rotation red. Rotation red. Mr. Voice, please keep track of these rotations. They'll come in
You got it.
invaluable later. Perfect. Starting with the letter G. We're going to start over with the letter G. New scene based on popcorn. Jason, you're starting.
Get your popcorn here. The game's about to start.
Here, I'll take some popcorn.
If you have $5, I'll give you a hot dog as well.
Gee whiz, I'll take a hot dog as well. Just take all my money, I don't need it.
Sweet, thanks.
All right, that's a rotation for the blue team. He really did take your money.
I have money.
Yeah, fantastic. So we're going to start that scene over. We're still going to use the hot dog. Was it? Well, no, popcorn. We're going to use popcorn, and we're going to start with the letter K. Jaylene, you will start.
Okay. Thank you for the popcorn and thank you for the hot dog. That was really kind of you.
Now, let me give you some advice, little one.
Me? Advice?
I'm sorry, that's a rotation blue. You started with N, and it should have been O. Let's get our next blue player out to the field. We're going to start with Rice Krispies as the suggestion. Jaylene, you will start us off.
Let me know what the letter was again.
Mother, it's fine.
We'll start with L.
Look, I just made these Rice Krispies with vegan marshmallows.
Mother, we are a family of Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm gonna make fun at school for this.
No, don't say that. I'm so ashamed. I don't want to hurt you, son.
Now, I can't. I just won't do it.
Oh, yes, you will. Mama said so.
Please. If I go one more time with another veggie dish, I'll be kicked out of T-Rex school.
Quiet. You know all we do is eat anything that's never once had a face.
Rhonda, mother dearest. Yes, that's right. I called you Rhonda by your first name. I am old enough to eat what I want, and I'm tired of your veggies.
Son, I have told you to not call me by my first name or I am just gonna have to rip your heart out.
Tyrannosaurus Rhonda, I am moving out.
Understood, but not today.
Very well, mother. Then I demand you sprinkle at least a couple of roly-polies or something. I have to transition from carnivorous to vegetarianism.
Why? We are 6th generation vegetarians. There is no need.
We need to question the past so we can engage with the future. We can't be stuck like this.
All right, I'm gonna have both of you rotate because I can't figure out if it was the letter Y or the word Y, and then there was a W and an actual Y. Hey, loyal fans, can you please start flooding the chat with famous places to visit? Famous places to visit. Fantastic. All right, I see Cabo. Cabo is going to be your suggestion. That's in Mexico, Aaron. Things are spicy there. We'll let you start, and we're going to start with the letter W. W.
Water's real good today. If you want to take a dip in our communal pool.
The Xerox machine is almost done printing me a new bathing suit.
You're really getting it, aren't you? If you're going to be in Cabo, you need to live the Cabo way.
Oh, zipper.
All right. Easy does it.
I'm sorry, Jason. You said "oop" before zipper, so we will rotate the blue team. We're going to keep you guys in Cabo and easy does it, but we're going to start with the letter E. Aaron, we're going to start with the letter E.
Everything's just so gorgeous over here. I just can't get over it. My porcelain skin's gonna look like a tomato in about 20 minutes.
Finally, maybe I can get you to agree to wear some sunscreen.
Girl, yes, thank you so much. I need to rub this lotion all over me so I don't turn into a crispy critter.
Happy skin makes the world go round. You gotta hydrate and keep it nice and fresh.
I know. And if I didn't have you in my life, I would have just the worst skin on the planet. Now, are we ready for cocktails or are we going to go on a walk with big hats?
Just wait, little one. I think the world is our oasis. We don't need a schedule.
That's time, and that's a rotation for blue because I think it starts with A. I'm not sure, but I'm going to call it that. Thank you so much. Hey, Mr. Boyce, remember how I told you it would matter, the rotations? I hope you're keeping track because the amount of rotations for the red team will be the blue team's points and vice versa.
Okay, cool. All right, let me just move that bead on the abacus over, and that brings our score 2-5. The Isolation Nation is in front.
All right, fantastic. Hey, loyal fans, go ahead and give me a big applause because I need Captain Red to the field.
It's me.
Welcome back.
The sun is starting to go down in Minnesota because everybody likes to tuck in a little bit extra early. So now I have light on.
Oh, bless your heart. That's something we say in the South. All right, what would you like for your team to play for your first choice round?
I would love for our team to play the game of 3 corners.
Fantastic. Go ahead and assemble.
I will.
Hey, loyal fans, I need 3 random nouns put into the chat right now. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Hey, Mr. Voice, will you please grab me 3 random nouns from the chat right now?
Yeah, you betcha. I found one that was frying pan, one that was monkey, one person that just defined a noun, and then apple was the third one that I found in there.
Who defined that noun? I want to get
that was Patty K.
Okay, Patty K has
my mom. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we know what's going to happen to that point later. But Patty, you get 1 point at home. Hold on to it because I will prompt you to use it later. Okay, it's only for you. Oh, Jason, your mic's off.
My mom wants a point too. She's watching. Give her a point.
Okay, fine. You know I'm a sucker for moms. All right. But I'm going to give Patty 2 points and Jason's mom 1 point. That way it's like even, but not. Okay, fantastic. So I need my first 2 red team players to the field. Your suggestion is going to be frying pan. Now, go ahead and rotate through your triangle, and one of you stay and one of you leave. Perfect. Aaron and Jaylene, when you guys are together, your suggestion will be monkey. All right, go ahead and give me the last coupling. Your suggestion is apple. Fantastic. So everyone can disappear, and I'm going to explain this to our fans really quick. If you can imagine a triangle with the point at the top and 2 points at the bottom, you're going to see each one of these players in a scene with each other. Now, you're looking at the triangle flipped over, so you see the 2 points on the bottom. I will say rotate, and we will go through the scenes that have those suggestions. It's all on our players. You'll only hear my voice. I might laugh. I hope you laugh. Now, fantastic. Keep it in mind because you're going to vote on it in a minute. Now, let me get my first 2 red people up to the playing field. Frying pan, ready? Are you guys ready?
Ready.
You know what I'm having.
I thought I did, but just in case I didn't, what do you say you just tell me so that I don't have to guess?
Grits.
Grits. I have heard that they're a Southern specialty, not necessarily one of mine. I would have recommended the hamburger with onion rings, but if you want grits, my friend, that is what I will bring you, as you don't come to my kitchen very often.
Belinda, we do this every Saturday.
Which is not very often if it's not every day, in my opinion.
Okay, well, then fine. I'll just ask you straight up, since you're not getting it. Do you want to go on a date?
Rotate.
Now, will you pass me the monkey wrench, please? This Ford Focus isn't going to fix itself.
I am so nervous about Saturday night.
Now listen, as long as you have my old Ford Focus behind you, your first date is gonna be great, little Jimmy. I'm telling you what, but the first thing I gotta do is fix literally everything in this car.
Grandpa,
Yep.
if there's one thing I never want to hear you say is that you're gonna fix my car. Cars have changed.
Rotate.
I knew it. I knew that you would be the one to get the apple that had my name on it. Now we get to go on a date and have fun.
This is great. I mean, I had a date with a girl down the street, but I'm stopping it all just for you.
Literally nobody knew that that's what they were getting into. I just decided it last minute. I said to myself, wouldn't it be funny if you put your name on one of these apples and then somebody put the apple out of a bucket full of water in their mouth and then suddenly you got to go on a date with them? Wouldn't that be so funny?
Yeah, except it's not a good situation for you because I'm terrible.
What do you
Rotate.
So,
Here you go. Just try it. What do you think? Now be honest. I know in the past there's been occasion that I've overreacted because, let's be real, on occasion I can get emotional. What do you think? Is that not a slice of heaven?
a woman's place isn't in the kitchen after all. It's on a date with me.
You rotate.
I'm gonna be real with you, grandson. Here's the thing. There's no engine in here. We're just gonna straight Fred Flintstone the situation. I went ahead and cut out the bottom part of the front 2 seats, and you both are gonna have to use your bare feet.
Nightmare, Grandpa. Nightmare.
No. Think about it. Well, back in the day, I used to have to walk to somebody's house to court them. And now you, at least, get to walk an entire vehicle with you.
It's a Ford. You're calling a Ford a vehicle? This is supposed to be the best night of my life. My first date out with another person.
Rotate.
Will you?
Oh my gosh, yes, I totally will.
Best first date ever.
This
my entire life. You see, when I first met you, I wasn't sure that I was going to actually do anything with you. And then I met you, and then I was like, oh, I think that maybe something like this could work. And then we just kept talking, or maybe I just kept talking. I'm not sure exactly which one. But man, this is going to be great, and we're going to have a great life together.
Yeah, no, it's great. I never thought I'd get married, and now you're going to be my wife and bear my children.
Well...
And that is time! Yeah! Fantastic. Hey, loyal fans at home, I need you to keep that in your brain or your think meat. But right now, I need a big round of applause because I need Captain Blue to the virtual playing field. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What would you like to play to combat that?
We would like to play a rousing game of newscaster.
Oh, fantastic. Of the naive version?
Sure, even better.
Perfect. If you will go assemble your teammates, I will let our loyal fans know what this is about and what they need to do.
I'll go put them together now.
Perfect. All right. So what we have done is we have taken Caesar and he has created a blindfold at home, which you will see in a moment. And we have sent him a video that has an encryption on the beginning so he can't see what it is. Now you're going to see an improvised newscast about where he's at in the field. And if he, the whole point is for him to get it right, like his surroundings. Our newscasters that are in the studio, Crystal and Jason, cannot tell him where he is. We need you guys to constantly flood that chat with interesting questions that we can ask him that might nudge him in the right direction. All right? So think of things that could make him kind of know where he's at, questions, but not tell him exactly. Fantastic. Hey, blue team, in the game of naive newscasters, are you ready?
You betcha.
Ready?
All right.
Hello, San Antonio, and welcome to WCSZ News Tonight. We have a breaking news report. We have a man in the field who's got a serious situation going on. Isn't that true?
Rightio. We have our intern in the field this evening. You know, it's just a normal day for us, but he is up for a whole adventure.
That is true. I'm not sure he's ready for what's going on here. Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm glad to be here. It is chaos. It is pandemonium. It is everything has gone wild. My name is Kike, and I am reporting live from such pandemonium place.
So tell me, why are you there specifically? Do you feel like you have a handle of this situation? Do you know a lot about what's going on here?
Oh, yes, there are lots of musical instruments. The noise is horrible. I have earplugs in because it is just so loud here.
Yes.
I see that Teresa on the Twitter has announced, as you know, just wondering, do you think that they'll take over the world one day?
Oh, no, there is no way. Marching band kids are not good at being hand-eye coordination. They just walk all over the place, bumping to each other. That's why they need a drum major. So there's no way band kids can take over the world. As a former band kid, that's why I'm still an intern.
I know you're there possibly to interview some people. I see that Will Robinson is there. Is he in danger?
No, the alarms are not going off, so I don't think he is in danger, but there's a sweet jazz. So if he is afraid of mimes, then yes, he would definitely be in danger.
You know, intern, I love your perspective on things. You just find the music that beats to your heart. And, you know, I wouldn't care for what you're hearing right now. I would also have earplugs in.
Yes, these sounds are just so terrible. I know the floor is quite sticky from just all the parts that are moving and the pandemonium. I think I feel a little heat, maybe some fire. It's just crazy. I do not wish this upon anybody to be here where I am.
Well, I know that ultimately there has to be one winner. Do you have your eye on one of the competitors?
Yes. In this grand free-for-all, I definitely have my points on Citrusket.
And that is time, Caesar, before you take off your wonderful blindfold. Where do you think you're at?
Oh, some kind of like fighting ring.
Kind of. There's a really integral part. If you can say this one word as to what you think might be fighting, I will give you 1 point for your team before the vote.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with sci-fi fighting robots.
Okay, you said robots. Robots was what we were. Go ahead and take that blindfold.
No way.
See that background. See that background.
What?
You're at like a battle box, Tom.
Wow,
Fantastic.
Will Robinson. Thank you, Will Robinson.
Good job. Good job. Thank you, loyal fans. Your hints were really amazing. Mr. Voice, please give the blue team 1 point for getting that right.
Okay.
And then throw up that poll right now. I don't mean like throw it up.
No, I think I understood.
Cool. All right. If you guys are loyal fans, we'll go ahead and vote for who you want to get 5 points. That's right. It's 5 points. Ooh, it's going back and forth. We only have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 chances to vote. End that poll. Oh, it looks like the red team gets 5 points. All right, go ahead and give that red team some more points. Fantastic. Oh, look at those late. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. Look, it's the people's vote. It's the people's choice, if you will. Now, okay. All right, so let me get a big round of applause because I need both of our captains back to the virtual playing field.
Ow.
Yeah, fantastic. That was a lot of fun. So now we're going to get into our next thing that I challenge you to, our next round. It's Ref's Choice. And I choose virtual town hall. That's right. So Aaron, real quick before you leave, since your team is in the lead, what would you like to take, the negative or the positive, for or against?
Well, I've always considered myself to be a positive person, so we'll go negative.
Oh, you do that. Okay, go assemble your team. I'm going to let our attendees, loyal fans out there know what's going on. All right, so what I need for you to start putting in the chat right now is if you had to meet with a group of people to decide something to vote on, right? Not like the whole nation, like more on a local level. What would be something that you might attend once a month or once a quarter to vote on something, right? Go ahead and put that in the chat right now. Like I'm seeing HOA. Ooh, okay, HOA. I'm going to take HOA. Fantastic. So you're going to see a virtual HOA meeting. That's right, virtual. Now, what is something that would be ridiculous to fight about? For example, my husband and I like different types of toothpaste. So what's something that's crazy to fight about? What size rocks are in your yard? I'm going to take that. What size rocks are in your yard? That's a fantastic thing to fight about. So we are going to see an HOA meeting via Zoom about big rocks, anything over, I'm going to say 5 inches diameter. So you're for the big rocks or you're against the rocks. Small rocks only. Okay. So positive, which is the blue team, will be in favor of the big rocks. Red team, you're against the big rock ordinance. It's going to be the negative perspective. Fantastic. Let me get all my players back up here, and I'm going to moderate this thing. And you guys have to decide at the end who you want to get points. All right, let me get I said okay. Okay. Is everybody here that signed up? Fantastic. Thank you for coming to this HOA meeting. I know we all care about our front lawns. What I want to hear is we have our Article 4.1 to vote on today. And Article 4.1 says everybody's got to use big old rocks, like big old rocks in their yard, because it's better for some reason. Somebody put it in the bylaws that are suggested. We're going to vote on it. But I want to see real quick, what's your opinions? You over there in the red, what?
Yes, my name is Matilda, and I just moved into the neighborhood last month. I bought it, sat unseen. We had been stationed overseas, and so we purchased the house without seeing a macro picture of the neighborhood. I've read now the bylaws, and I understand that signs are not allowed in people's yards, but we need a sign for those big rocks because it is a trigger for me. You see, my father had a really hard heart growing up. Huge hard heart. Every time I drive by the front house in the neighborhood, I'm reminded of him. I'm triggered. I would need a sign.
I'm so sorry that that's my house, by the way, is triggering your heart. Okay, I'll take that into account. So you don't think we should vote for the 4.1? Okay.
We need small rocks.
Just small rocks. Okay, let's open this up for... Okay, I will take... Sheriff? A detective?
That's right, Detective Carson. That's right. I've earned my badge. Thank you. Detective Carson here. Now, here's the thing. Big rocks are important to the security of your home. If you have small rocks, any Tom, Dick, or Harry can come walking through your yard, break right into your house. But if you've got yourself a good 5-inch, heck, 5-foot rock right in front of your house, no burglar's gonna break into your house. It's good for security. We've got bigger fish to fry. We don't have time to be worrying about people getting through small rocks into your homes.
Okay, that's a good point because I hate people named Tom. All right, I'm gonna open this up to more people. Yes, you, pointing to your face.
Hello. I just wanted to introduce myself really quick. I live in the front lawn of the sheriff. I'm a fairy. And it's very important to me that all of my houses are made out of small rocks because that's how I get the most safety in my dwelling. If there are only large rocks, where is somebody like me supposed to live in this neighborhood? That is discrimination and I don't have to take it. I want a small rock so that a cute little child can paint them and create a little home just for me.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Miss Fairy. I didn't know we had your kind here. I don't mean offense by that. I just mean I had no idea that we had to consider your size. Okay, I'm gonna open this up for more discussion. There's a lot. Okay, you with your hand up.
Hello, my name is Roxanne Babishni. And I am the Guinness World Record holder for the longest hair. Now, as a resident of this HOA, I need large rocks to stretch my hair out. It is a whopping 20 meters long, and as the local celebrity, my residence here brings all of your residents value up. So I need bigger rocks so that I can become a bigger star and make sure that your home values go up higher. So bigger rocks for my hair.
Okay, all right, that's a good point. We all want to sell high and buy low. All right, I'm gonna open the floor. Okay. You with the hand.
Kiki, junior at Harlandale High School, and it sounds like none of you has ever been asked to prom. Have you ever tried to say, will you go with me to prom, Kiki, love of my life, and then marry me the next day? Have you ever tried doing that in large rocks? I don't think so. Don't you understand that we need perfect perimeter of 2-inch diameter rocks, and then when you just start bringing in your big rocks, like, let's be real, they're only good for an exclamation point. And who really needs an exclamation point when you have all the little rocks saying your name like they're supposed to?
Say it.
Okay, I can't anymore. That's so sad. I can't. I was never asked to prom. We'll talk about that later. Do we have any other arguments for? Oh, yes, you with the hands up.
Hello, I'm Dr. Siegel, and I want to announce that big rocks are very important to our ecosystem. Big rocks have shown how long we have been here. We don't need erosion. No, we need big rocks to show how dominant and how proud we are of Mother Nature. Are you against Mother Nature?
Maybe. Oh my goodness, you guys, that's all the argument we have time for today, but we're gonna open it up to our panelists out there just watching the Zoom. You're gonna get a poll right now. I need y'all to vote whether you want to be for, which would be the blue team, or against the mandatory Big Rocks Ordinance, section 4.1 in the bylaws that are trying to get passed. Oh, you're gonna close this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. The poll has ended. It looks like we will not have to have big rocks. Now it's choice.
Hope you like invaders in your homes.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for prom.
All right, so that means we get 3 points, Mr. Boyce. We get 3 points to the red team and only 1 point because they did participate, and it's kind of like a good job to the blue team. Fantastic. But real quick, before we move on to our team choice round, will you please tell us what the score is?
Oh, yeah, I definitely will. It's still super close. It's still anybody's game, but the red team is just sneaking ahead with a 13-4 lead.
Just barely by there. All right, now I need everybody to the field because we have something special to announce. That's right, this is a special edition. Everybody get up here. So we have a very wonderful viewer out there today. Her name is Priya, and she has a birthday. Now, she's the only birthday that we know of because nobody else let us know. But if you have a birthday, this is for you too. But mainly it's for Priya because she let us know. Now, Zoom is a wonderful thing. We're all dealing with a little bit of electronics and lag. But no, mind you, we are going to sing to you. We're going to sing to you in perfect harmony unison, a song that we have been practicing for 2 weeks. That's right. I still got my voice on from the last thing. Okay, is everybody ready? Ready to sing?
This is your birthday song.
It is very long.
This is your oh, dang it, lag.
Yeah! Happy birthday, Priya! Everybody, go ahead and flood that chat with happy birthday. It's so cool. Quarantine birthdays are weird. That's right. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Now, we have our next segment of the match. So I need a big round of applause from at home to bring Captain Red to the virtual playing field. Your hair looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Keep going.
Okay, I could say more, but I won't because we don't have time. What would you like to play for your second choice round?
I would love for my team to play TED Talks, please.
Oh, fantastic. Go ahead and assemble your team. I'm going to get some things that you need. All right, everybody, there are real issues in the world, right? And we've been tuning into a lot of opinions about them. What's an issue that is not a real issue in the world? Like avocados on toast. Go ahead and put that in the chat now and let me know what's an issue that's not an issue. Oh, I'm going to take eggs on an island. Eggs on an island. That's a thing where you have toast and you put a hole and then you put an egg in it. Sometimes you call it like a toad in the road, which is scary to think of. That's neither here nor there. Eggs on an island is your suggestion, whatever that means to you, Red Team. Now, when I was doing the intro, I grabbed a bunch of random suggestions. Our wonderful eye in the sky, as I like to call him, Eric, put those suggestions into a search engine and randomly found images. And we are going to see a TED Talks. A TED Talks is a gathering of one or more professionals that speak on a subject. Today, your subject is eggs on an island. Today, your professionals are the Red Team. And you're going to see the impact of it with the fun addition of random images that they have no idea what they are. So without further ado, let me get a big round of applause as we bring our professionals to the field to talk to you about eggs on an island.
Hello, my name is Patty Lavian, and I am a government conspiracy theorist. I have been asked to talk about eggs on an island, and I am here to let you know that if you see an egg on an island, that is a government baby camera, okay? Because we all know that birds are the government spies. If you find yourself on an island, God forbid, a plane has crashed and you have landed there and you see an egg, you run straight into the ocean. It's no good. This is what might happen if you don't. They're going to stare at you. The baby egg's going to hatch and they're going to watch you all the time. Yeah, they're going to be in the form of something cute and furry like you see here, but no, it's actually the government keeping tabs on you. They were like, you were trying to leave and you can't leave because we have eggs everywhere. As a matter of fact, the next thing that they'll do is they will try to make you want to stay on the island and not run into the ocean by putting up all sorts of attractions and things and say, oh, it's fun. Don't ever leave because we are watching you. We don't ever want you to go anywhere. They will try and trick you. But if you find yourself on a deserted island, consider yourself lucky and crush any eggs you find. All right. I think I've made my point. Please welcome my esteemed colleague to the field.
So, yeah, Johnny Bag of Donuts here, and I'm here to talk to you about eggs on Long Island. And let me tell you, there is no better place to have an egg than in my hometown of Long Island. You see, eggs, they go way back. As a matter of fact, we don't even know how far back they go because, hey, have you heard this before? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, in Long Island, we would say probably the egg unless they said the chicken. I don't know. You have to understand, we have these kind of arguments where I'm from. Look at what happened last time we did it. Right? Can you see the peril in her eyes? Do you see this lady? She is about to pounce on anyone who comes forth to give their opinion. Yeah, she's also known as the mayor. Can you believe it? Look at her. Anyone gonna take her seriously? Not since 1970, but hey, what does she know about eggs on Long Island, right? She gets up and she says, hey, you guys, let's all get along. She quotes Rodney King and says, can't we all just get along? And I say, why would we want to get along? I'm an entrepreneur, right? Working for someone else, right? Just doing whatever he says. And do you know what she says back to me? She says, stand down. Oh my goodness. You know what I want to say when someone tells me to stand down? I'll tell you what I want to say. Yeah, I'll say stand down. I'll take that wave coming after. I'm not going to roll with the punches. I'm not going to just sit there and say, stand down. I'm going to take you out to the ocean. I'm going to put some 10-pound weights on each of your ankles and on your wrist, and I'm going to say goodbye. Yeah, because that's what happens when you don't agree with eggs on Long Island. Now, someone else is going to come and finish this off, and all I can say is you better agree.
Hey there, everybody. Celebrity chef Barbara Sherlock here. You know me from the Food Network. Now, I'm just here to remind everybody that even during times of panic, we can have a solid breakfast as well. Some people call it whatever the heck y'all called it, egg on an island. Some people call it toad in a hole. I like to just get right down to basics and call it egg in a hole, because that's exactly what it is. I love my life. Anyway, the first thing that you have to do is you need to make sure that you have a pan, you need some bread, and you're going to need one of these. That's right, a winning attitude. Because if you don't have a winning attitude, you're never going to be able to simply brown bread, cut a hole in it, and pour an egg into it. I love my life. The next thing that you have to do is you need to remember, eggs aren't for everyone. They're just for you. Don't let anybody tell you that you need to share your eggs if you don't want to. The last person who asked me to share eggs with them, this happened. They're alone forever. That's what they do. When they go out, they have to sit by themselves. When they come to any of my 3 corner store, I cook in their driveway, parking lot area pop-ups, they need to be there alone or they just shouldn't come at all. Anyway, the moral of the story is it's called Egg in a Hole, and I'm a celebrity.
And that is time on your TED Talk about egg on an island, a hole. We're never know. Fantastic. Hey, loyal fans, keep that in your brain because you're going to have to vote on it in just a moment. But first, I need to see Captain Blue, Jason, Mandad Voice. Your head's like one of those fish in a bowl.
I feel like a fish in a bowl every time we play.
Fantastic, same. Great. What would you like to play for your team's choice round to combat that?
I've been doing the math, and I've noticed that the red team is scoring a lot of points. So apparently they're doing something right. So we're going to play Dub Smash and let them talk for us because they may say something funnier than we will.
That's fantastic. Okay, go assemble your team. Hey, loyal fans, start flooding that chat with the weirdest object you've ever owned. Mind you, the brown bag foul. All right, once we get that chat flooded, I'm going to pick one of them, and then we're going to use that as a suggestion. But in the meantime, each one of our red team members is going to be doing the voice for one of our blue team members in this next round. Now, who's leading who, the voice or the action? We'll never know. But I'm going to take Chinchilla. Chinchilla is your suggestion, blue team, in the game of Dub Smash. Blue team, are you ready?
Ready.
Oh my goodness. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? Come, give it a kiss. Give it a little kissy. Come on.
Oh, that is really something, isn't it? I'm just having the best day, and then what you just showed me was the cherry on top of that sundae. Oh my goodness!
You know I always have your back.
You do. That's what I appreciate about you, Aunt Nancy. Now, Aunt Nancy, what about that summer internship you promised me?
Oh, I was just thinking that I was thinking of giving it to your brother Theodore. You know, he's such a harder worker. Come here, let me hold your face. You don't have to be so sad about it.
No, 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 no. Who's your little chinchilla? It's me. I've always been your little chinchilla, and now you're gonna give the internship to someone.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hello.
I'm here. I've been working hard in the back.
Yeah, let's be real. If there's anyone that deserves the internship, it's you, Theodore.
Look what I can do! Look what I can do! I can carry this gallon of milk! Ooh, I'm so strong!
He is such a dumb boy.
Yeah, you know, that's just going over the top. That's really not something that I need here in the makeup factory.
What? What? Are you even watching this? Okay, fine. Fine, check this out.
Mom likes to test her cosmetics on me.
I'm pulling this jaguar into my room by a tail. Has anybody else attempted to do that? I don't think so.
As a matter of fact, no. Yeah, you're right. Nobody has actually swung a jaguar by the tail.
I look best in warm tones.
That's so cute.
Whoa. It does not matter the tone that I am given. I'm gonna rock it regardless. In fact, speaking of rockets, have you seen me pretend to be one? Watch this.
Oh.
Get on it. Fly away.
And there you go.
Hi.
Yep, you're doing it. Oh. Yowza.
Hey, Mom. Happy Saturday. He's gone.
Yeah.
Fantastic! Oh, that was great. That was great. I'm sorry I left my microphone on if you heard me laugh. Ugh. All right, now we're going to throw up a poll. Again, we're not going to throw it up. We're going to put it up. We're going to put up a poll and vote for who you want to get 5 points for that round. Was it the blue team and their amazing version of Dub Smash? Or was it the red team and their TED Talks? Oh, it's neck and neck. It's neck and neck. Let me see the. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This might be the first time that this has ever happened, Mr. Voice.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
Maybe we should ask some of those mothers in the audience that are sitting on some points what they want to do with them.
Well, so before we do that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and refer this over to Eric, our big voice in the sky who hasn't voiced up yet. What was the suggestion of the night? We have a thing called the suggestion of the night. It's the most alluring suggestion. Mr. Voice, you can look through that chat too.
Sorry,
okay.
I don't know why I couldn't speak, but the suggestion of the night tonight from Cabin, sorry if I mispronounced your name, is Bear Tamer.
Bear Tamer. Okay, came in with a C or with a K?
That would be with a C.
C. Okay, came in with a C. Please put in that chat who you want to get 5 points if you want it to go to the red team, who's like currently killing it, or do you want to go with the blue team? We're going to take your suggestion and we're going to go off of what you say. Please enter that now to make up for that time that might be delay. I'm going to just say you guys should check out next week. We have a match versus Austin and we need your support, because if we lose to Austin, we'll be truly at the south part of Texas, which we already are. Perfect. All right. I see that that's not coming in. So let me go ahead and defer this to, I'm going to say Karen Brandon. Karen Brandon, if you're still out there, please throw up who you want, or put in the chat who you want to get that 5 points. Blue team or red team. It's all on you, Karen. If you're still there. Oh, red. Okay, that's 5 points to the red. That's 5 points to the red. I think we know who the moms want that extra point to go to. Go ahead and put it now, moms. But it's 2 points for Patty of where she wants it to go. And I'm seeing blue and red. So we'll just do 1 point blue, 2 points red, because we already know the outcome of that. Isn't that fantastic?
It's still anybody's game, but it's red team has slightly widened their lead, 5 points to 20.
All right, fantastic. Hey, before we get to our last little segment, I was saying we're playing Austin next week. We always play on Thursdays, or at least through the month of May, we're playing Thursdays at 7 p.m. where we beat Dallas, thank goodness, because they were awesome. Austin's going to be awesome too, just heads up. So we need you to tune in and vote for us on Thursday at 7 p.m. For San Antonio versus Austin. Great. Now let me get all my players to the field, because I'm going to challenge you guys into a fun Aaron. It was really cool of you to tune in and have perfect lighting and perfect hair. We'll talk later.
Okay.
All right. But we are going to do a final round, and it's going to be a Groner achievement round. That's right. That means the Groner fell is suspended. We did not get the opportunity to penalize for it tonight, but that's okay. Now, this is a Groner Achievement Award. So loyal fans out there, I need you to just type in audibly like ABCD, AJJ, whatever it is, every time a joke is given, if you want them to get points. If I see that chat blow up, I will blow my whistle. They will get points. Now, we're doing letters from quarantine. So it might sound something like if your suggestion was duck, you might say something like, "Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to duck quarantine. It's real fancy here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a huge bill." Ooh, fantastic. I see that playing now. Perfect. I will blow my whistle, Mr. Voice. Every time I blow my whistle, it's a point. I may shout out 2 points for that person, so I need you to keep track. But right now, we all know animals that aren't ducks. Please flood that chat with animals that are not ducks, and that's what we'll pull our first suggestion from. I see, I see dolphins. Dolphins actually don't come up very often. So dolphins is your suggestion. Players in Letters from Quarantine, go. Caesar.
Dear Mom and Dad, it's been so fun quarantining with dolphins lately, but I can't take it anymore. I want to flip her out of here.
All right, Aaron.
Dear Mom and Steve, I'm stuck in quarantine with a bunch of dolphins, and they're a real bore. Every time I ask them to do anything, they just go,
Jason.
Dear Mom and Dad, I've been stuck in quarantine with a dolphin, and I just want to blow a hole right through this wall and leave.
I'm going to do 3 points for blue and new suggestion. All right, I need occupations. Like, what's the worst occupation that somebody could have if you're stuck in quarantine? Maybe it's like a teacher. I don't know. That's not a bad one. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm seeing dentist. Dentist is your suggestion. Morgan.
Dear Joseph, I am stuck in quarantine with a dentist, but he cannot fill the cavity that your absence has left in my heart.
Oh, fantastic. I see Caesar with his hands up.
Dear Mom and Dad, I've been in quarantine for so long. I miss you guys. I just can't stand being with my roommate anymore. I'm about to get floored and die.
All right, Jaylene.
Dear Dad and your pretty awesome girlfriend, Judy, I just want to say that I have been in here in quarantine with a dentist, and it's a real pain.
Oh, Jason.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm in quarantine with a dentist, and that guy keeps trying to go outside. I said, no, you need to come inside, sir. Inside, sir.
Incisor, yes. You know what? Your mom's watching. You're going to get 2 for that one. Aaron, go.
Dear Mom and Steve, I'm stuck in quarantine with a dentist, and he just doesn't understand time management. Every time I ask him what time he wants dinner, he says 2:30.
Oh, 2:30. I get it. All right, our new suggestion. I need just a noun. What's a noun? Like maybe something you find if a purse fell open or you opened a junk drawer. Bird. Somebody said bird might have fallen out of their purse. I'm gonna take that. Crystal.
Dear Nana, I've been quarantined with a bird. The time just flies away with him.
Aaron.
Dear Mom and Steve, I've been stuck in quarantine with a bird. You probably would have heard more about it if you would have just checked your tweets.
Caesar.
Dear Dad and Miranda, ever since being stuck with my stepsister, Birdie, she won't get off the cell phone tower. It's time to kick her out of the nest.
Jaylene.
Dear Dad and my new mom, Judy, I've been stuck here in quarantine with a bird, and I just gotta say, it's just for the worms.
Jason.
Dear Mom, yeah, I've been stuck in quarantine with a bird, and it was my birthday and everything, and it wasn't any fun, but I did get your card and all.
Oh! And that is 2 points to the blue team. I don't know if it's gonna help, but Cardinal, that was great. Fantastic. Hey, loyal fans. Next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. Keep a lookout on our website, cszsa.com, because we're playing Austin and we need your help. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron and Jason's moms. Thank you, Suggestions of the Night. Thank you, Valentine. Oh, the fluffy kitty that is Valentine. Thank you, loyal fans, everybody who's tuned in. We miss you. We can't wait to see you again. Hey, Al, have I stalled enough?
You have stalled for just long enough. I'm ready to deliver the scores, but first, I need a drum roll from everybody just to make sure that we have this all official in the books here. But looks like the blue team made a nice valiant effort to come back, but they couldn't quite hold them off. And so the red team wins with a final score of 16-26.
Wow! That's right. Fantastic! Thank you, loyal fans. You're amazing. We can't wait next week.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. On behalf of everybody here, the blue team, including Caesar, Crystal, and Jason, the red team with Jaylene, Morgan, and our special guest, Aaron, and our moderator, Eric, Ref, Lisa, and me, Alan. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.